So, as far as cardio goes, most people have just been killing themselves on the cardio machines, you know? Running all kind of miles and everything, getting on a Stairmaster, walking up like hundreds of flights of stairs. My cardio is simply walking, right? I don't just do stuff just to elevate my heart rate. It's not really what I've ever had to do, right? I've tried both. I mean, conditioning is great if you want to work on your stamina, but as far as fat loss, right, it's not necessary. In fact, the best thing to do for fat loss is walk. And in doing so, I got down from 15% body fat to now 9% body fat. So I'm gonna share with you a little bit of my daily routine of what I do. I get up in the morning, I make myself some green tea, put it in my favorite bottle, and I go for a walk. You know, do some sightseeing. I'll do that for about, let's say, an hour, maybe an hour and a half if it's really nice outside and, you know, I don't feel like going back home yet, right? Now on top of that, what I'll do is I'll do that in the morning, so I wake up with the sun. It's the best way to wake up. Of course, you know, some of you, if you're working or you got a job and things like that, you got to be at work in the morning. You can't really do that, but if you can do it, best time to wake up. Wake up with the rise of the sun. So after that, when I finish my walk, I'll go back home, I'll have some water, I'll get some writing done, work on some content, things like that. And around 3 o'clock, I'll start eating. And I have an 8-hour eating window where I just pack it in. So pretty much that's intermittent fasting, right? You have an 8-hour eating window and a 16-hour fasting window. That's basically how I do it. And that's been the thing that's worked the best for me as far as getting lean and staying lean, right? Without being on the strictest diet. I mean, some people think my diet is really strict. You have no idea. I eat healthy food, you know, good quality food, you know, maybe some chips and stuff from time to time, but it's not strict, right? I'm not doing some strict calorie counting and things like that. And in fact, the reason why I like fasting so much is because of the health benefits to it. You want to talk about making your body and your digestive tract a lot more efficient? That's the way to go about it, right? Intermittent fasting. Some people, you want to go hardcore, you want to do the master cleanse, or you fast for like an entire week, right? And things like that. I'm not doing that. I don't really have a reason to do it. I may do it, who knows? I'm just not at that point yet where I feel the need to do that. So the intermittent fasting is the easiest form really to do. Now, believe it or not, but we all fast. We're forced to. It's what's called an overnight fast. So if you go to bed and you sleep for 8 or 6 hours, guess what? You're fasting overnight while you're sleeping. That's why your first meal typically in the morning is called breakfast or break fast, for those of you who don't know. It's called that because it's the meal that breaks your fast. But anyways, just wanted to throw out that fun fact. But the fact of the matter is that you really don't have to eat all throughout the day. There's really no science behind it, and it's really not conducive to losing weight either. I know people say eat small meals throughout the day. And I mean, that can work, but you got to be a lot more strict with your diet to do that. So the best way to do it is intermittent fasting. Pick 8 hours that you know you can get all your food in, and then just fast for the rest of the day. You know, have some tea, have some caffeine here and there, you know, while you're fasting to stave off the hunger, and make sure you stay hydrated, right? Drink plenty of water. You don't have to drink a gallon a day, but 64 ounces will do. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go on this walk and enjoy myself and play with this dog that's approaching me. Oh. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Look at my friend here. Who is that? All right. All right, family, I'm back from the walk, about to get some work done. So what's Remsen working on? What's he doing? So after I get finished playing around outside, I get back home and I start developing some content, right? Maybe some videos like this one, right? Making some videos for tribebynoire.com. Maybe making writing some articles and things like that for those of you who like to read, right? Because that's where it really is. That's where you get the real information. You get to read and really retain it that way, right? So I do both. I get on camera and I get in text form. So why am I doing that, right? What am I sharing here? Well, quite simply, it's all about training, nutrition, and personal development, right? Growing mind, body, and soul. So fitness is a big thing, right? Nutrition is a big thing. It's growing, right? Because people want to be healthy. They want to have vitality. You know, people want to look down and be able to see their feet. Or some people want to look in the mirror and feel proud about what they look like. They want to feel proud of what they've done. And as things get worse economically and the government throws the working class under the bus, things get a little bit more difficult. That nutrition starts to fall off, right? The training starts to take a back seat to your ever-expanding work schedule. And the mindset starts to deteriorate from all the stress, the anxiety, and the depression, right? The confusion. So, Tribe by Noire, like I said, it's all about training, nutrition, and personal development. Getting the train back on the tracks. You've got goals and different things like that. Maybe you're skinny and want to gain muscle. Maybe you're fat and want to lose weight and gain muscle, right? Maybe you want to tune in your diet. Maybe you've got, some kind of gut issues, right? Where you break out in hives and rashes, or you retain all kinds of water and body fat and you struggle and all of this type of stuff. I get it. Right? I may be a little bit ahead of the curve rather than some people, but I get it, definitely. You know, like I've said before, I've coached for over a decade. I've seen all kinds of people face all kinds of problems. People with diabetes, heart disease, all type of stuff, right? Thyroid issues, you name it. Been there. But you know what? Getting the results and getting past it is possible. And so a big part of Tribe by Noire is giving you the roadmap to that. Now, I understand I'm not in New York anymore, right? I'm not working with people who are walking around with money just spilling out of their pockets, making 6 and 7 figures, a year. They're on TV and they're producing TV shows and doing all of this kind of stuff. They're producing fashion shows and all of that. This isn't Soho anymore, right? I get it. I'm out here in Georgia. It's beautiful. Trees, birds chirping, right? Hiking trails and everything like that, Waking up in the morning with the sun and heading outside, enjoying the weather. And of course, there was a trade-off for that. As I exited the big city, right? I live now amongst the working class, right? People who wake up in the morning and they go to a job and, they sit down and do their work until 4, 5, 6 o'clock, maybe even 7 o'clock at night. And then they're all tired and they try to spill some coffee down their throat and get in the gym, right? And kind of just drone through the process. I get it. And a lot of these people, they don't have $100 an hour to spend a few times a week. You really want to, but some people can. Most people can't. I get it. So I launched membership at tribebynoire.com, right? Launched the membership. And the reason for that is because I want people to come in and I want to give them all the tools. I want to give you the training programs. We're talking Tribe Strength, right? Level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each level has 4 series that are 4 weeks long. And I love multiples of 2, right? So we're looking at 16 months of training. You're covered for the whole year, including all the accessory work, body language program, tribe conditioning, all of this type of stuff. How to get all your cardio in, right? Rather than doing an hour, a half an hour a day on the treadmill or the Stairmaster, right? Get your cardio done in 10 minutes. 20 minutes a week, right? And drop body fat and gain muscle and feel great. Why? Yeah. Right? Body language, how to improve all of your abilities, right? Flexibility, stability, mobility, all these things, right? Increase all the human abilities. Learn how to express yourself, how how to get loose, right? How to get fluid in human movement culture. Then there's the nutrition, right? The real deal, the nutrition people need. I see the stuff people eat. And I know why you got gut issues. Everybody wants to talk about macros, carbs, fat, protein. But what about fiber? What about gut bacteria? Right? What about fermented foods? What about the plant-based diet? What about the micronutrients? The selenium, the zinc, the magnesium. What about it? What are electrolytes, right? How do you know if you're getting enough? What are the signs to look for? How do you track your food? Most people don't even know how to track their food. They don't know how many calories they're consuming. They don't know how many calories they need. And they don't even know how many calories they need because they don't even know how calories even works in food. Most people don't have a clue. We've been eating our entire lives, right? And don't have a clue on how this stuff works. We go to a doctor who smokes cigarettes and has a high elevated blood pressure level and body fat and all this type of stuff, and they're going to tell you how to get healthy. You go in a hospital, right, and they got junk food in all the vending machines. Isn't this a place of health? This is crazy, right? So that's just how it is. So I want to put everything back into perspective, right? Nutrition, how to eat, when to eat. What's the natural process of digestion and growth, right? Recovery, improvement. Because all human illness and all human progress starts in the gut, right? Two key things that's going to affect your physiology. Spinal alignment and your gut health. Two main, huge, important things. And obviously mental health, right? Which leads into personal development. Where I offer the lifestyle guide, right? The 5 steps to personal development. I learned this. I lived this. This stuff works. I kid you not. Maybe you're reading the Law of Attraction. Maybe you're reading books like that. Law of Vibration. Maybe you're listening to some Eric Thomas, right? Some Les Brown, some Tony Robbins. This stuff is real. Right? Your mindset affects everything because everything you do starts with a decision. It all comes from your current mindset. Are you in a state of doing or are you in a state of being? How do you know? So, I coach on all this stuff. I teach on all this stuff, right? And yes, I could just be a specialist that just teaches you how to lift weights. Great. But what about everything else? I could just be a nutrition coach. Great. Nutrition coach, right? Great. What about everything else? Or a life coach. Yeah, sure. I can motivate you, pump you up, raise my voice, right? Grind hard, go in. Yeah, right? I could, sure. Or, be a little bit more laid back. Tell me about your problems. What are some of the struggles you're facing? Get you to understand that. It's very important, right? But how many people have it in their budget to see 3 different specialists? As they talk about repealing your healthcare and all of this type of stuff, right? And your company that you're working for is trying to figure out ways to make you do more work and pay you less money. Who necessarily has it in the budget to work with 3 different specialists to get their life together? That's what this is about. Solving problems. That's what I do, right? What's the problem and how do we fix it? Right? Providing the solutions, because that's how things move forward. So, long story short, I'm going to wrap it up. I know you got things to do. I'm going to let you get out of here. But stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you, how to put together your own home gym, how to put together your meals, your training programs, all of this type of stuff. What I do, right? The stuff that really works. You'll hear from my clients, right? Their results and all of this, because this is real. This isn't games. This isn't any BS, right? Where I'm trying to sell you 6-pack shortcuts. There is no shortcuts here. It's only dedication and domination. So I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, catch you on the other side. All right. Adios.